There's something about arriving somewhere new that instantly slows you down. After a 2.5-hour drive, we finally pulled into Black Bear Ridge, and right away, you could feel it. That calm mix of excitement and peace. The grounds were perfectly manicured, the fairways were glowing with fall color, and that air carried that crisp reminder that Thanksgiving was near. The staff welcomed us like old friends. Check-in was effortless, just genuine smiles and that small town warmth that makes you feel at home the moment you arrive. Before we unpacked, we grabbed some pizzas, gathered around the table, and just caught up. Laughing, talking over each other, and reconnecting after that long time apart. We were here for 2 nights, 17 of us in total. Parents, grandparents, kids running around, all together to celebrate Thanksgiving in one place. And as we stood on the porch of our cabin, looking over all the course and what it has to offer, I couldn't help but feel thankful. Thankful for family, thankful for the season, and thankful that a place like this exists, where you can slow down, reconnect, and make memories that last far beyond the weekend. And that leads me to talk about the massive home that's holding all of us, the Wallace House. Welcome to the Wallace House at Black Bear Ridge, our home for the weekend and the perfect space for family to come together. The main living area sets the tone right away. Open, bright, and inviting. High ceilings, large windows, and soft natural light make the space feel both modern and cozy. The gas fireplace anchors the room, surrounded by comfortable seating where mornings start slow and evenings end with laughter. A 75-inch smart TV and Sonos sound system brings the entertainment to life. But it's the atmosphere that really stands out. It's warm, relaxed, and made for connections. Just steps away, the kitchen and dining area bring everyone together. The chef's gas range, stainless steel appliances, and large island make cooking easy, whether it's breakfast for a few or dinner for 20. The open layout keeps everyone in the moment, no walls separating conversations from the actions. The dining area features a long farmhouse-style table under soft lighting, perfect for family dinners, late-night pizza, or simply sharing stories. Downstairs, the bedrooms are cozy and practical, each with a queen bed and an XL twin bunk bed over top, so everyone sleeps comfortably. And upstairs, that feeling continues. Bright rooms, soft tones, and the primary suite offering a bit more calm at the end of the day. In total, there are 9 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, comfortably fitting up to 20 guests. The bathrooms are fresh and modern. Clean lines, full showers, and everything you'd expect in a home built for comfort. The Wallace House is more than just a stay. It's where family gathers, time slows down, and the weekend becomes a memory. But after settling in, we decided to stretch our legs and explore what Black Bear Ridge has to offer beyond the cabin. Maria, my brother, his fiancée, and my daughter all strolled over to the Academy Short Course, a 9-hole executive par 3 layout with tees ranging from 71 to 137 yards. We walked and chatted, hitting a few shots, feeling out the greens, and just soaking in the ease of the afternoon. The vibes were laid back, casual, but you could already hear the friendly trash talk between brothers brewing, especially with tomorrow's round at the MacGee Course looming. Black Bear Ridge truly offers a ton of options with golf. There's also soccer golf and bocce ball golf on offer, even though we didn't do it on this trip because it's just not enough time over 2 days. In my opinion, you gotta stay at least 3 days to really dig into everything here. Hit the courses, try out the short game offerings, relax, and let every corner of this place breathe in. The Academy short course is truly a gem for sharpening your wedge shots. For beginners to get comfortable, or for any golfer looking to warm up before a full round. And with the friendly banter already heating up, you just know the competition for tomorrow's game is real. As the evening settled in, everyone found their place around the living room. The kids ran around, full of energy, turning the open space into their own playground. The parents sat back, drinks in hand, finally slowing down after a long day. Football played on the TV, that kind of background noise that almost feels like home, while conversations drifted from light jokes to old memories. Every few minutes, someone would laugh a little louder, or cheer at a play, or top off a glass. It was simple, easy, and exactly what this trip was meant to be. All family, all together, just enjoying the moment. And as the night wound down, that quiet contentment set in. Tired, happy, and thankful to be surrounded by the people who matter the most. When you're staying in a house with 6 kids, you don't really need an alarm clock. The day starts with the sound of laughter, tiny footsteps running down the hallway, and voices echoing from room to room, long before anyone's phone has a chance to go off. But somehow, it's peaceful. The morning light pours through the windows, and the house feels calm in its own kind of busy. And right on time, Black Bear Ridge delivers breakfast straight to the door. Warm breakfast sandwiches and fresh fruit smoothies, paired with that nice black coffee that just hits right. The sandwiches were delicious, and the smoothies were just unbelievable. The kids gathered around the table, still half in their PJs, eating and watching their shows. And the parents, we sat back with our coffee, talking about how well we slept and how perfect the beds felt after that long day. It was simple, quiet, and the kind of morning that makes you stop and realize that this is exactly what a weekend away should feel like. And even though I could have lived in that moment for a lot longer, we had to get ready because the MacGee Course was waiting for us, and I had been waiting for this moment for a while. After breakfast, it was finally time to tee it up. The moment we stepped onto the first tee, you could tell this was going to be a great day. Marie and I paired up against Trevor and Kat for a friendly 2v2 match, and right away the playful trash talk picked up where it left off the day before. The MacGee Course is a traditional 18-hole parkland-style golf course featuring sweeping vistas, natural water features, mature trees, and a superior conditioning. Score Golf has it ranked as the best course in Eastern Ontario, and I could see why. Off the tee, you really gotta see the course's character. Subtle elevation changes, nature contours, and fairways that stretch out in front of you with just enough trouble to make you think. Every hole gives you a new perspective. One moment you're standing on a high tee box overlooking golden treetops, And the next, you're walking through a quiet stretch where it's just your group, the wind, and the sound of the ball meeting the club face. Between shots, we laughed a lot. Maria kept things light. Trevor was locked in. Kat was quietly consistent. And I was just trying to hold my own. We had our moments. A few long putts dropped. A few drives found places that they probably shouldn't have. But that's golf, and that's what makes it great. The conditions were flawless, though. The greens rolled true, the fairways were perfectly maintained, and the fall colors gave every hole a backdrop you couldn't ignore. Even when we weren't hitting, we were just taking it in. The stillness, the light breeze, the way the sun cut through the trees. And as we made the turn, the match stayed close. Every hole felt like it could swing the lead. But by the time we reached the last few, it really didn't matter who was winning anymore. The laughter outweighed the scorecard. We wrapped up the round smiling, content, and a little tired. The perfect kind of tired, though, that only comes from a good walk with good golf and good company. At Black Bear Ridge, it's hard not to fall in love with the game all over again. Between the design, the scenery, and the people you share it with, it's more than just a round of golf. It's an experience that you'll want to come back and revisit again and again. And I can't wait to come back and play the MacGee Course already. And luckily, I think I'll be doing that shortly. Now, after the round, we drove back expecting the usual. Kids waiting by the door, screens blowing, and a bit of chaos inside the house. But this time, the house was silent. iPads were on the couch, phones were left on the counter, and TV was still playing, but to no one. For a split second, though, we even wondered where everyone went. Then we looked outside, and that's when it all made sense. The kids were out there, completely in their own world, running through the yard, rolling through the leaves, and laughing in ways that only kids can. Grandpa had set up the impromptu art class on the patio, showing them how to paint with brushes that were probably a bit too big for their little hands. When they were done, they traded paint brushes for golf clubs and started hitting a few balls around the short game area, chasing them down and inventing their own rules as they went. It was the kind of moment that stops you. No screens, no distractions, just family, sunshine, and the kind of joy we all used to know when we were their age. Watching them, it felt like time had slowed down, the same way it used to be when we were kids. Outside until the sun started to fade, finding fun in the simplest things. And as we stood there watching it all unfold, you couldn't help but feel grateful. Grateful for this place, for this weekend, and for the chance to see our kids live the kind of moments that we knew when we grew up. It was a perfect lead into Thanksgiving, a gentle reminder of what it's all about. Family, connection, and the little things that end up meaning the most. Thanksgiving at Black Bear Ridge was everything we could have hoped for. The kitchen came alive, laughter, chatter, and the smell of turkey filling the house. Everyone had a hand in it. Carving, plating, setting the table, pouring drinks. It felt effortless, like the place was made for moments exactly like this. We couldn't believe it, but the farmhouse-style table was actually big enough to hold our entire family. 17 of us gathered around the long table, kids all scattered through, parents and grandparents all alike, all together and all connected. We ate, we talked about life, and we took a moment to appreciate where we are and how far we've all come. For me, I couldn't help but think about everything golf has given me this past year. The people, the places, and the memories that led us here. Sharing this weekend with my family in a place as beautiful and welcoming as Black Bear Ridge is something that I will truly never forget. This wasn't just a Thanksgiving trip. It was a reminder of what really matters. Family, gratitude, and the simple moments that become the ones we hold on to the most. Black Bear Ridge gave us that, and for that, I will always be thankful. And after dinner, the whole family jumped in to help clean up. Dishes clattered, leftovers were packed away, and before we knew it, the kids were already gone, running back outside to burn off some of that stuffing.
Gigi, where is your etiquette?
The evening light was so soft and golden, the kind that makes you wish the day wouldn't end. We spent the rest of the afternoon outside, just soaking in the air, the laughter, and the calm that comes after a full day of family and food. When the sun finally dipped below the trees, we traded golf clubs for skewers and made our way to the fire pit on the deck. The kids roasted marshmallows, chocolate melted over graham crackers, and the smile said it all. It was the perfect way to close out the trip. Simple, happy, and together. I'm so thankful for these last 2 days at Black Bear Ridge. For the memories we made, the moments we shared, and the reminder of what really matters most. Family and being able to share it all together under one roof. And I'm thankful for Black Bear Ridge for doing that for me. Morning came way too soon. The laughter had quieted. The smell of coffee replaced the sounds of kids running around. We started to pack, slowly at first, folding clothes, rinsing mugs, and loading up cars. Bit by bit, the house returned to the way it was when we arrived. What was once filled with laughter, cheer, and love now felt still. You could almost feel the echo of it. The conversations, the clinking of glasses, the sounds of kids' footsteps upstairs. The space that had been so alive just a day ago now sat quiet, waiting for the next family or group of friends to make it their own. That's the thing about a place like Black Bear Ridge. It doesn't just host you, it becomes a part of your story. For us, it was more than just a golf trip. It was an experience unlike anything we ever had. A weekend where we got to play the game we love and also share it with our entire family under one roof. Not many places make that possible, but Black Bear Ridge did. From the moment we arrived to the moment we left, everything was seamless. The setting, the stay, and the people who made it happen. To the entire staff and management, we want to thank you for helping create a Thanksgiving that we'll never forget. Black Bear Ridge will always stay in my heart for the memories we made here, and I can't wait to come back again, to create new ones, to relive the feeling, and to remember what it felt like to be surrounded by the people who mean the most to us. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you have a chance to visit Black Bear Ridge, I'd highly suggest that you do so that you can create memories that will last forever.